Improving pronunciation is important for speaking English well. Many people want to speak English clearly. Good pronunciation helps others understand you better. It also makes you feel more confident. There are many ways to improve pronunciation. In this speech, I will share tips and stories to help you improve. First, listen to English often. Listening helps you hear how words should sound. You can listen to English songs, watch movies, or listen to podcasts. Try to choose materials that you enjoy. When you enjoy what you are listening to, you will learn faster. For example, Maria loved listening to English songs. She listened to them every day. Soon, she noticed her pronunciation was getting better. She could sing along with the songs and her friends understood her better. Next, practice speaking English. Practice makes perfect. Find a language partner or join a conversation group. If you do not have anyone to practice with, talk to yourself. You can describe what you are doing or how you feel. This may feel strange at first, but it helps a lot. John did not have any English-speaking friends. So, he talked to himself. He practiced every day, and soon his pronunciation improved. Use online tools and apps. There are many apps that can help you improve your pronunciation. These apps can listen to your speech and give feedback. Some popular apps are Duolingo, Babbel, and Rosetta Stone. Use these tools regularly to practice and improve. Anna used an app to practice her pronunciation. The app gave her feedback and tips. She practiced every day and her pronunciation got much better. Record yourself speaking. Listening to yourself can help you notice mistakes. You can record yourself reading a passage or talking about your day. Then, listen to the recording and compare it to native speakers. Try to identify the differences and practice correcting them. Mark recorded himself reading a book. When he listened to the recording, he noticed some words he was saying wrong. He practiced those words until he could say them correctly. Learn phonetic symbols. Phonetic symbols show how words are pronounced. Learning these symbols can help you understand pronunciation better. You can find phonetic symbols in dictionaries or online. Practice reading and writing these symbols. Sarah learned phonetic symbols in her English class. She used them to help her pronounce new words. This made her pronunciation much clearer. Pay attention to stress and intonation. Stress is when you make a part of a word louder. Intonation is the rise and fall of your voice when you speak. Both are important for clear pronunciation. Practice stressing the right syllables and using the correct intonation. David had trouble with stress and intonation. His teacher helped him practice. Now, his pronunciation is much better. Use a mirror when practicing. Watching your mouth can help you see how to form sounds. Practice in front of a mirror to make sure you are making the right shapes with your mouth. Emily used a mirror to practice her pronunciation. She watched how her mouth moved and made changes. This helped her improve a lot. Break words into smaller parts. This can make them easier to pronounce. Practice saying each part slowly and then put them together. For example, the word unbelievable can be broken into unbelievable. Practicing this way can help you say the word correctly. Sam had trouble with long words. He broke them into smaller parts and practiced each part. Soon, he could say long words easily. Repeat difficult words. Repetition helps you remember how to pronounce words. If a word is difficult, say it many times until it becomes easy. You can make a list of difficult words and practice them every day. Jessica had trouble with some English words. She made a list and practiced saying them every day. Over time, she could say all the words correctly. Use tongue twisters. Tongue twisters are fun and challenging. They help improve your pronunciation and speed. Start with easy tongue twisters and move to harder ones. Practice saying them slowly and then faster. Michael loved tongue twisters. He practiced them every day. His pronunciation improved and he could speak faster. Listen and repeat. Find recordings of native speakers and repeat what they say. This can help you match their pronunciation. You can use videos, podcasts, or audiobooks. Listen carefully and try to copy the way they speak. Rachel used audiobooks to improve her pronunciation. She listened and repeated what she heard. This helped her a lot. Practice with minimal pairs. Minimal pairs are words that sound similar but have different meanings. For example, ship and sheep. Practicing with minimal pairs can help you hear and pronounce different sounds. Jake practiced with minimal pairs. This helped him hear the differences and improve his pronunciation. Learn from your mistakes. Do not be afraid to make mistakes. Mistakes are part of learning. When you make a mistake, learn from it and try again. Keep practicing and you will improve. Lisa made many mistakes when she started learning English, but she learned from them and kept practicing. Now, her pronunciation is very good. Get feedback from others. Ask friends, teachers, or language partners to give you feedback. They can tell you what you are doing well and what you need to improve. Use their feedback to practice and get better. Tom asked his teacher for feedback on his pronunciation. The feedback helped him understand his mistakes and improve. Use rhymes and poetry. Rhymes and poetry can make pronunciation practice fun. They help you focus on the sounds and rhythm of words. Find poems or rhymes you like and practice saying them. Olivia loved poetry. She practiced reading poems aloud. This helped her improve her pronunciation and rhythm. Practice regularly. Consistency is key. Practice a little bit every day. Even 10 minutes a day can make a big difference. Set a regular time for practice and stick to it. Alex practiced his pronunciation every day for 10 minutes. Over time, he saw a big improvement. Read aloud. Reading aloud helps you practice pronunciation and fluency. Choose books or articles that interest you. Read them aloud and focus on clear pronunciation. Jennifer read aloud every night before bed. This helped her improve her pronunciation and become more confident. Focus on one sound at a time. If you have trouble with certain sounds, focus on them one at a time. Practice making the sound correctly and then use it in words and sentences. Chris had trouble with the th sound. He practiced it every day. Now, he can say it correctly. Join a language club or class. Language clubs and classes provide a supportive environment for practice. You can practice with others and get feedback from a teacher. Join a club or class in your area or online. Megan joined an online language class. She practiced with her classmates and teacher. This helped her improve her pronunciation. Be patient and persistent. Improving pronunciation takes time and effort. Do not get discouraged if you do not see immediate results. Keep practicing and you will improve. Paul was frustrated because his pronunciation did not improve quickly, but he kept practicing and was patient. Now, his pronunciation is much better. Use visual aids. Visual aids like charts and videos can help you understand how to make sounds. Look for videos that show how to position your mouth and tongue. Use these aids to practice. Linda used videos to help her with pronunciation. She watched how the speakers moved their mouths and practiced. This helped her a lot. Practice with a friend. Practicing with a friend can make learning more fun. You can help each other and give feedback. Choose a friend who is also learning English or a native speaker. Brian practiced with his friend. They helped each other and practiced together. This made learning more enjoyable. Use flashcards. Flashcards can help you remember how to pronounce words. Write the word on one side and the pronunciation on the other. Practice with the flashcards regularly. Emma used flashcards to practice new words. She reviewed them every day and her pronunciation improved. Watch English TV shows and movies. Watching TV shows and movies helps you hear natural pronunciation. Choose shows and movies that you enjoy. Try to mimic the way the characters speak. Kevin watched English TV shows every day. He listened carefully and tried to copy the pronunciation. This helped him a lot. Read and listen at the same time. Reading and listening at the same time helps you connect written words with their pronunciation. Find audiobooks or videos with subtitles. Follow along with the text as you listen. Sophie used audiobooks with text. She read and listened at the same time. This helped her understand and improve her pronunciation. Practice with songs. Singing helps you practice pronunciation and rhythm. Choose songs you like and sing along. Focus on clear pronunciation and matching the singer's rhythm. Liam loved singing. He practiced with English songs every day. His pronunciation and rhythm improved a lot. Try shadowing. Shadowing is when you listen to a sentence and then say it immediately after. This helps you match the speaker's pronunciation and speed. Practice with recordings or videos. Ethan practiced shadowing with videos. He listened and then repeated the sentences. This helped him improve his pronunciation. Learn word stress patterns. English has specific patterns for stressing words. Learning these patterns can help you pronounce words correctly. Practice stressing the right syllables in words. Grace learned word stress patterns in her English class. She practiced them and her pronunciation improved. Use a dictionary. Dictionaries show the correct pronunciation of words. Use a dictionary to check how to pronounce new words. Look for dictionaries with audio pronunciations. Harry used a dictionary to learn new words. He listened to the audio pronunciations and practiced. This helped him improve his pronunciation. Focus on vowel sounds. Vowel sounds can be tricky in English. Practice different vowel sounds and how to pronounce them correctly. Use online resources or apps to help you. Isabella had trouble with vowel sounds. She used an app to practice them. Over time, her pronunciation improved. Practice with tongue exercises. Tongue exercises can help you control your tongue and improve pronunciation. Look for exercises online and practice them regularly. James did tongue exercises. In a small town, there was a young woman named Sarah. She lived in a cozy little house with a garden full of flowers. Sarah loved flowers. She would spend hours taking care of them. The colors and smells made her happy. One sunny afternoon, Sarah was in her garden. She was watering the roses when she saw the mailman. He waved at her and walked up to the gate. He handed her a letter. It was not just any letter. It was a love letter. Sarah felt her heart beat faster. She thanked the mailman and went inside. She sat at the kitchen table and looked at the letter. The envelope was simple. Her name was written in neat handwriting. She took a deep breath and opened it. The letter inside was from John. John was a man she loved very much. They had known each other for many years. They had shared many good times together. But John had moved away for work, and Sarah missed him every day. Sarah unfolded the letter. She started to read. John's words were sweet and full of love. He wrote about the memories they shared. He remembered the time they went to the beach. They had walked along the shore, holding hands and laughing. He wrote about the night they danced under the stars. The music played softly, and they had felt like the only two people in the world. Sarah smiled as she read. She could almost hear John's voice. She could see his smile and feel his touch. The letter was like a piece of him. It made her feel close to him again. But then, the tone of the letter changed. John wrote about his new life. He talked about his job and the new friends he had made. He said he was happy, but there was a sadness in his words. He missed Sarah, but he was not sure when he could come back. He was not sure if he could come back at all. Sarah felt a lump in her throat. Tears started to fill her eyes. John wrote that he still loved her. He always would, but he did not want to keep her waiting. He wanted her to be happy. He wanted her to find someone who could be with her, someone who could make her smile every day. Sarah's tears began to fall. She loved John so much. The thought of being without him was too much to bear. But she understood. She knew he was trying to do what was best for her. He did not want her to be lonely. He wanted her to have a chance at a happy life. As she read the last words of the letter, Sarah's heart broke. John wrote that he would always remember her. He would always cherish their time together. He wished her all the happiness in the world. And with that, the letter ended. Sarah sat at the table, holding the letter. Her tears fell onto the paper, smudging the ink. She cried for the love they had shared. She cried for the dreams they had built. And she cried for the future that now seemed so uncertain. The room was quiet, except for her sobs. She felt a mix of emotions. There was sadness, but also a deep love and gratitude. John had been a special part of her life. He had given her so many beautiful memories. Even though they could not be together, she would always carry him in her heart. Sarah wiped her tears and took a deep breath. She folded the letter and put it back in the envelope. She knew she had to be strong. John wanted her to be happy, and she would try to honor that. She would keep living her life, cherishing the love they had shared and hoping for a bright future. Sarah stood up and walked to the window. The sun was setting, casting a warm glow over the garden. She watched the flowers sway gently in the breeze. She knew that life would go on. There would be more letters, more memories, and maybe even new love. But for now, she would hold on to the love she had with John and let it give her strength. Days turned into weeks, and weeks into months. Sarah went on with her life. She continued to care for her garden, finding peace and comfort in the beauty of the flowers. She spent time with friends and family, slowly finding joy in the little things. One day, as she was tending to her garden, she found an old photo of her and John. It was from the day at the beach. They were both smiling, looking so happy and in love. She held the photo close, feeling a mix of nostalgia and warmth. As time passed, Sarah started to heal. The pain of losing John was still there, but it was not as sharp. She learned to carry it with her, alongside the happy memories. She knew that love was a precious gift, and she was grateful for the time she had with John. One evening, as the sun set, Sarah sat in her garden with a journal. She began to write. She wrote about her memories with John, about the love letter, and about her journey of healing. Writing helped her process her feelings and find closure. She wrote about how John's love had changed her life, how it had made her stronger and more compassionate. She wrote about the lessons she had learned and how she would carry them forward. As she finished writing, Sarah felt a sense of peace. She knew that she was ready to move on. She would always love John, but she was also open to new possibilities. She was ready to embrace the future, whatever it might hold. One day, Sarah met someone new. His name was David. He was kind, gentle, and understanding. They became friends, and over time, their friendship blossomed into something more. David knew about John and respected the love Sarah had for him. He did not try to replace John, but rather added to the love in Sarah's heart. Sarah found happiness again. She found love again. She knew that John would be happy for her. She knew that life was full of unexpected turns and that love could come in many forms. As the years went by, Sarah kept John's letter in a special box. She would take it out from time to time, reading it and remembering the love they shared. It was a reminder of the beautiful chapter in her life and the strength she found within herself. In the end, Sarah learned that love never truly leaves us. It stays with us, shapes us, and helps us grow. She was grateful for the love she had with John and for the new love she found with David. Her heart was big enough to hold it all. Sarah's story is one of love, loss, and healing. It shows us that even when we face heartache, we can find the strength to move forward. Love is a powerful force, and it can guide us through the darkest times, leading us to brighter days. And so, Sarah's journey continued. She lived a life full of love and gratitude, always remembering the love letter that once made her cry. It was a part of her story, a part of her heart, and it helped her become the strong, loving woman she was.